Hello, guys. Can you all hear me and see me? Just give me 1 second. Man, this is making weird noise. Okay. Guys, can you all hear me and see me, guys? Can you all ඇහෙනවද පේනවද තව screen එක පේනවද? How is it? Okay. So a very good evening to all of y'all. Hope you all are doing well and fine. Seeing y'all after almost 1 week. Right? Seeing y'all after almost 1 week, and it's really exciting to see y'all again, right? So we have a very long day ahead today, right? Yes, there is a tute. There is a tute. I don't know whether y'all can see this tute. Okay, just let me unblur. So this is the tute. Have y'all got this tute or not, guys? Have y'all got this tute or not? Have y'all got this tute or not? Who did not get it? Who filled the form and did not get it? Yes, I will be providing you all the recording. I'll come one by one. I'll come one by one. First of all, who actually filled the form and did not get the tute? Can you all put it in the chat box that I filled the form and did not get the tute? Please put it in the chat box, guys. Kenoli, did you fill the form? Kenoli, did you fill the form? No. Okay. So listen to me very carefully. I will be sending y'all a form today at after the class. After the class, I will be sending y'all a form, right, when I finish it, right? So then y'all can fill it and I will be couriering y'all the tute, right? So there's a courier charge that y'all need to pay. I'm not getting a single cent out of it. It's all going to the courier, right? So because I am bearing the cost of a tute, it's really difficult for me to bear a cost of the courier also. So it's not one student, right? So y'all can bear, I mean, it's a very small cost of $400, right? So y'all can actually pay the courier fee only. The tute is actually free, right? So that is there. And now, guys, number two, if you all missed the session last week, who missed the session last week? Can you give me a yes if you all missed the session last week? Okay. So if you are not in my trial group, right? If you are not in my trial group, I'll send you the link now, right? I will send you the link now, right? I will send you the link now, right? So please join the trial group, right? I will send you the trial class group. Please join the trial class group now. I have sent it to you all in the chat box, right? I have uploaded the first recording in YouTube. I will resend the link after the session today. I've sent it so many times in the group, guys. I mean, if you all missed it, you all can watch it again and again. That's okay, right? You all can watch it unlimited times. That's okay. And today, guys, today is a very important day, right? We are going to officially start business studies for 2027. So last week was actually an introduction, right? So I did not teach a lot. I would have taught for about 15 minutes or 10 minutes just to give you all an idea how am I, right? But today is the official introduction official class where I will be starting off with unit 1, right? So before I start, guys, I just want to know, guys, how is the other two subjects going? Like, what are the subjects you have chosen? How is it going? Like, I mean, how are classes going? All of you can respond. I need a response from everyone. Akhil, Amna, Ashwa, Fahim, right? Kenoli, Mihara, Miriana, Nuha, Rifna, Riha, Rukeya, Ushda, Salma, Samha, Shafana, Shahid. Can't be reading names. Econ and ICT. Have you started classes? Good, going good. Perfectly fine. Yes. ICT and accounting, looking for an ICT lecturer. Okay, fine. Others, I mean, Have you all started with the content? I know that Arshad sir started with the content yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. He went deep dive into the content, right? If you all are doing economics, right? Economics, deep dive, Arshad sir went in, right? I mean, others, like, I mean, okay, it's good, right? So y'all are only investing, Lamai, around 6 hours per week, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? 6 hours per week, right? Per week, and now it's a very small time. 6 hours can mar pudi lamai, and within these 6 hours you all will be learning a considerable amount of content, right? So children, always remember, whatever you all learn within the 6 hour, have a 48-hour rule, right? I always tell you all to follow something called a 48-hour rule. Then other class kara kimuko maging before Saturday 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock, you have to revise and finish off what I did, Lamai. So when you do that, children, what happens is you are going to be really, really thorough with the content. Or at the towards closer towards the exam, you all don't need to be struggling and worrying and all, Lamai, if you all take a small step now, right? So please make sure that you all are starting slow now itself and going slow and steady where you all get right with the content, right? So it can be BS, it can be economics, it can be accounting, can be IT, whatever it is, right? So, I mean, you have to make sure that you are starting now itself. අද ඉඩම් පටන් ගන්න දැනගන්න ළමයි ටික, right? So, that's there. And there are a few questions. Sir, can you recommend a good tutor for accounting? Accounting, you have Altaf Haris and Lakshita Ramanayaka. Both of them are really good, right? So you can just drop me a message after the class. I will give you their contact details where you can contact them, right? So today, Lamai, we are going to start off with section A. We are, sorry, Unit 1, Introduction to Business and Business Organizations. So I have printed a nice tute. I have printed a nice tute, guys. And I think majority of you all have got it, right? So I have printed a nice tute with a nice cover, and majority of you all have got it, right? So what do you all think about the tute covering if you all got it this week? I mean, what do you all think about the tute? Did you all go through the tute? I mean, it took so much of time for me to prepare this tute and make it, guys, right? This is purely my property, no one else's. I mean, I bought a nice code behind and like a nice cover page, right? I mean, I invested a lot in this tute, right? It can be my time, money, everything I have invested. And remember, all 18 tutes will be classy like this and better like this. So I have sent the PDF in the group, right? I have sent the PDF in the group, Lamai. Oh shit. Wait, I just sent the PDF. Where did I send the PDF then? I just sent the PDF and I don't know, it went missing. Just give me 1 second, guys. Something's wrong with this. Check whether y'all got the tute. Check if y'all got the tute. Man, what's wrong with this? Right? Okay, I'm just going to send y'all the tute. Are y'all in the wait? Okay. Okay, Lamai, I have sent y'all the tute. Check if y'all don't have the tute. Have y'all got it through the trial class group? I can maybe send it here. Right, have y'all got it? Have y'all got it? Shahid, Shafana, whoever doesn't have the tute. Okay. So today we are starting off with Lamai, Unit 1, Introduction to Business and Business Environments. I would say this is the base for grade 12. This is the base for grade 12. If you don't know this lesson, Lamai, forget grade 12 of business studies. Okay. So trial class link. Okay, let me, I mean, you're asking, okay, wait a minute, copy. I'll send it again, right? So if you all are not really aware of this, okay, before I start, any more questions? Before I start, any more questions, right? Before I start, any more questions? Any more questions before I start? I mean, y'all are, no, anyone else, y'all can actually ask me questions right now, like cute, anything, right? Amna, did you get the tute? Amna, did you get the tute? Okay. Did you join the group? Okay, I'll send it to you all in the Zoom chat box. I'll send it to you all in the Zoom chat box. I'll send it to you all in the Zoom chat box, guys. One second. Okay. So that's there. So Akil, keep that question towards the end. I will clear that question towards the end. Okay. So Lamai, listen to me very carefully. We are going to start off with Unit 1 today, Introduction to Business and Business Organizations. This is the foundation, Lamai, of a business. Your business studies, this is the foundation, grade 12. If you do not have this lesson in you for grade 12, Lamai, forget about business studies, right? Forget about business studies if you are not thorough with this lesson. This sets the base for all other lessons in grade 12, right? So there are 11 for the remaining 10 lessons. If you don't have this lesson, you're done. Khalas, done and dusted. ඒ වගේම තමයි ළමයි. In grade 13, the management lesson is the foundation, right? I would always recommend you all not to miss this lesson. So I will be doing this lesson for the next, let's say, 2 months, right? This month and next month, I will be doing this lesson, right? It will take me almost about 2 months to complete this lesson. 2 hours, that means it's about 8 classes, 16 days. Within 16 days, 16 hours, I'll be able to complete this lesson. If I'm telling you how will this be tested, Lamai, your paper is divided into, I'll show you this. I gave you all this. Your paper is divided into part A and part B, right? Your paper was divided into part A and part B, right? So what happens is the part A is the MCQs and the structured questions is the part B, part 2, right? In your paper 1, Lamai, you will have MCQs from 8 to 15 marks, right? You are going to have MCQs from 8 to 15 marks, guys, right? So, ඒක හොඳටම මතක තියාගන්න. Now, out of 200 marks, okay? Out of 200 marks. And in paper 2, ළමයි, you are going to have at least, that is your question number 1. This is your question number 1. Question number 1 kiyanne lamai, it's going to carry 20 marks sure shot. 20 marks confirmed. So you are going to get between 28 to 35 marks in your exam. You are going to get 28 to 35 marks in your exam, Lamai. Right? So make sure that you are thorough with this area very well. Right? Very extremely thorough. Okay? So 28 to 35 marks out of 200 marks, which means 15 marks out of 100. 15 to 18 marks out of 100. Now, let's say you don't have 15 to 18 marks out of 100 marks. You are going to miss an A definitely. You can't get an A by not getting 15 to 18 marks. So do you all understand how important is this lesson? Do you all understand how important? Almost, let's say, you can say 15 to 18 marks of your paper is going to come from this lesson, right? So in total, so this is out of 200 marks. 15 to 18 marks is going to come from this paper. So Lamai, you have to be extremely thorough. You have to make sure that you are going through this lesson very well with me, right? Y'all are learning this for the first time, right? Give it your best. I will give you my best. Y'all also give it your best when it comes to the first time learning, guys, right? So shall we start now, guys? Shall we start? Shall we start? Okay. So take a deep breath in and breathe out. So there's a small exercise even I do. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, before we start. Okay, before you all start, one more thing. Have a blue pen, have a black pen, have a red pen. Do you all have these three? At least a black and a blue. Do you all have these two pens? Do you all have? Okay, that. Do you all have highlighters with you all? Do you all have highlighters with you all? Highlighters. So keep your tute beautiful, Lamai, right? So this tute should be your baby. Keep it very beautiful, right? Use different colored pens, use different, highlighters, have a small sticky note. Now, you would ask me in the mama, like, we are boys, Andrew Tate, masculinity, we won't do it. Bullshit, you have to do it, right? Even boys, girls, both of you all, keep your tute very nice, right? It's going to give you that attention to study, right? Now, for an example, when you make a food and you have not presented that food properly, will you feel like eating? No, right? Same thing. If you don't have your tute nice, you are not going to study, guys. Okay, you will be like, let's say, what is this? And you will like not like studying it. But if your tute is nice, Laman, if your tute is creative, attractive, you will definitely look at it, right? So, guys, let's start in today. So, before I come in here, I want to teach you all certain concepts. Then let's get into here, right? So let me take my free form. I always go, this goes always missing, right? So, today morning, okay. Now, Lamai, okay. Last week we spoke about needs and wants, right? So let me talk about needs and wants once more, and then we can continue this, right? We'll officially talk about needs and wants. Now you take needs and wants, right? So can someone tell me what is needs we spoke about last week? What is needs, right? What is needs? What is needs? Exactly the basic essentials required for living. So you need these factors to live, Lamai. Without these factors, it's very difficult for you to live, right? Now, for an example, food, water, clothing, let's say education, shelter. In 2019, we discovered a new need. What was it? In 2019, we discovered a new need. What was that? So we never cared about defense, right? But after the East attack in 2019, we wanted defense. Defense was an essential for our living. Transportation neme yaku. It's actually defense. Then security, yes, it comes under defense. Okay, good, Mariam. Then 2020, what came 5 years ago? 5 years ago around this time, what came? What came 5 years ago around this time? Corona. Y'all might be like Pudi Battus, right? How old were y'all when Corona came? 15, 10 years old? 10 years old? When COVID-19 came, or 12 years, maybe 10, 11, 12 during that age, right? Can you all remember like when you all got into when the lockdowns came in initially? Can you all remember like that's half a decade ago, right? Mata thama matakai, like 5 years ago when that first lockdown came, we were like super excited. We are going to be at home, right? Our school holidays and everything. We are going to be at home, Lamai. So that was like a really big excitement. But then that excitement went crazy insane. We were home for so many months, right? But we did a lot of good things. I mean, I went through a very good time, right? And during that time, Lamai, health turned out to be an essential for living. Without that health factor, people were not able to live. They needed health, right? So the basic essential required for living that time was health, right? So like that, we have various essentials, right? But you need a factors avashyai lamai. Eva nathuwa jeevat wenna amaruයි. Like then, secondly, wants. Wants are known as the various ways of fulfilling needs. How are you going to fulfill this needs? What are the different ways you are going to undertake to fulfill these needs, right? That is what we are going to talk in wants, right? So for an example, food is the need. We are going to fulfill that using kottu. Let's say shelter is the need. We are going to fulfill that using an apartment, right? So all of y'all now, give me an example of a need and want. Give that to me in one message, an example of a need and a want, right? The 24 of y'all here, need and a want, give me an example. Right, some of y'all messaged me and told that y'all can't come today because of uh it's a different day. Tuesday is my usual days, so make sure to watch the recording and watch it thoroughly, guys, if y'all are watching the recording. Okay, Umar gives me a very interesting answer. The need is shelter and the want is kottu, right? How can your need be shelter and you fulfill that using kottu? Again, do you live in kottu or something? If your need is a shelter, your want should be an apartment or an house. If your need is food, right? Then only your want is kottu, right? So එතන එහෙම තියෙනවා. Education ACCA needs food kottu, car transportation, food kottu, entertainment watching a movie. උමරට පොඩ්ඩක් වැරදිලා. Shelter, apartment, ඒ වගේ all have different. Good, very good. Clothing, t-shirt, perfect. Entertainment, gaming, clothing, shirts. Are very good, excellent, perfect. You all have got somehow very good clothing, abaya, very nice. I mean, you all have got the basic idea. Okay, there's a power cut. Okay, make sure that you all watch the recordings. Hello. Right? Defense AK-47. Defense AK-47. What? Oh, okay. Akhil. Okay. I mean, okay, that's okay. That's a very, I mean, I never expected that answer. Want is an apartment, right? Exactly. Okay. So you all know the differences between needs and wants, right? Now, these needs and wants, Lamai, all of us people have it, right? We are humans, right? We are humans. We are not animals, no. We are not kangaroos. We are not chimpanzees. We are not Homo sapiens. We are humans, right? And we fulfill this. We are what? We fulfill. We are something called it's either we fulfill this using a product. Am I right? We fulfill this using a product, right? We fulfill our needs and wants using a product. So what is this product, Lamai? Right? Now, needs are the food, the want is the kut. So we are going to the shop and buying the kut. That is the product we are buying, right? This product can be known as Lamai. Okay, listen to me very carefully. Okay, this can be known as, you're learning it for the first time. So listen to me very carefully. Anything which will fulfill human needs and wants. Anything. We are talking about anything that is going to fulfill human needs and wants, Lamai Metana. And this product can be two things. We are just going to talk about two things now. What are those two things? What are those two things, Lamai? This product can either be a good or a service, right? A good or a service. You all have to be very responsive in the chat box, guys. You all have to be very responsive in the chat box. When I ask you all a question, I need answers very quickly, right? So let me come again from first. Needs are the essential for living. Wants are the different ways of fulfilling that needs. And we humans, we fulfill our needs and wants using something, anything. That is known as a product. So we are talking about a good or a service here, right? So we are talking about a good or a service in here. Just give me 1 second, guys. Right? Okay. Now, let's say, Lamai, you all want a kottu. Where do you all go and buy it from? Where do you all go and buy it from? You all want a kottu. Where do you all go and buy it from? Pilaus, where else? A restaurant. Give me the name. Give me the name of that restaurant. Give me the name of that restaurant, Lamai. Plaza, Almas. Okay, wow, good, good, good. I mean, where do you love, like, what is the best kottu you have had? I mean, one of the best kottus I ever had was in Alut Kade. I mean, Recon kottu is also really good, right? I mean, more than Pilau's also good. Pilau's Bambalapiti has good kottu, right? Now, you will be going. Now, you are going. What are you doing is, this is you, right? This is you. You are going to the shop. Let's okay. So I'm not very good. I'm not a drawing teacher, right? You're going to Plaza, right? You are going to Plaza. And what are you going to get? Plaza. And you are going to get the Kottu, right? You are going to get the Kottu, right? I'm going to give it to you in one diagram where you're going to understand this very well, right? You're going to give the Kottu, right? So, I mean, this is the Kottu. Let's keep it here like this, right? Now you are going to Plaza and you're getting the Kottu, right? So let me draw it nicely, right? Now you are going to Plaza, right? And you are getting the Kottu. Now this is where you are the buyer, and Plaza or Recon or Almas or Pilaus or whatever, they are the seller. Do you all both connect there? Do you all both connect there? Do you all both connect there? Do you all both connect? Do you all connect? Guys, give me yes or no. You and the guy in Plaza, do you all connect? Do you all interact? Do you all, let's say, bring together, come together? Yes. And the place where, this is where, okay, the place where the buyer and seller connects or come together. This is the place we are going. The place where the buyer or seller comes together is known as the market, right? The place where the buyer and the seller is going to come together is known as the market. Please message the chat, right? Please message the host, Akhil Supismile, not the co-host, right? I'm using the iPad, so I can't see messages when I'm drawing. So message the host, okay? So the market. So to get this product lamai, you are going and interacting with the seller, right? You are going and interacting with the seller, and that is known as the market. I have a very interesting question from Akhil, right? So if we use Uber Eats, is that also a market? Definitely yes, right? Now, let me come again here, right? So when you take the market lamai, you can go to the shop and buy one, right? You're going to the shop and buying a kottu. That is number one. Number two is what you're Uber eating. You're Uber eating it. Now let's say you are physically going and interacting with the buyer and buying that good lamai. We call it a marketplace. We call it a marketplace, right? Where you are physically interacting with the buyer, where the buyer and the seller is physically coming together and buying it. Now, Akhil, when you are going and buying in Uber Eats, all of y'all, including Akhil, tell me, are you going to physically go and like you're placing the order in Uber Eats and you're going to the shop and go getting it? Is it something like that? That can happen, but is it something like that? No, right? You are waiting it to come to your place, right? You're ordering it. You're basically meeting that seller. You are meeting that seller. The buyer is meeting the seller virtually, right? If you're electronically or virtually, electronically, if you're electronically connecting where the buyer and the seller is electronically collecting, you call it a market space. I will give you an example. So Lamai, earlier, let's say you wanted to buy something. Let's say you wanted to buy a t-shirt. You would go to the shop and buy, right? Nowadays, I mean, I'm pretty sure that all of y'all are ordering online. Have you gone through Temu? Have you ordered something using Temu? Yes or no? If it's yes, give me a yes. If it's no, no. I mean, how is the product quality? How is the product quality? I have not ordered since now. No. How is the product quality? Akhil, Shaza, good, good. Right? Now tell me, guys, did you ever see the buyer? When you're buying in Temu, did you ever see the buyer? Do you know the buyer's name? Sorry, seller. Did you ever see the seller? Do you know the seller's name? Sorry. Seller, dane. You have not seen the seller. You have not met the seller. You don't know who is the seller. You don't know who is the seller's wife. You don't know whether the seller has children. You don't know whether the seller is old, young, nice, not nice, beautiful, fair, dark. You don't know. Right? You don't know. You all are meeting electronically. But are you and the seller connecting using the Temu app? Are you all both connecting using the Temu app? Connect to another? Yes, right? Salma, yes. You and the seller are connecting. You are paying him and you're getting the good. Am I right? You are going to the market now. Okay, you see the seller, you are there. Both of you all connect, right? You're telling him, I want this good. He's saying we have this good. Have you gone to have you know, right? You're checking, you're scrolling now. You're scrolling through the Temu app, right? You're seeing this seller. When you press that product, you're connecting with that seller, right? Same thing with Uber Eats, right? Now, for an example, I don't know, have you seen this mechanism? Uber Eats is very cunning, Lamai. Very, very cunning. Do you all know why? Now, have you all heard of window shopping? Have you all heard of window shopping? Have you all heard of window shopping? I will give you a very good example. Have you heard of window shopping? No. This is like you are going to one golf face and walking through all the shops and not buying anything. Looking, but not buying anything. Have you all done that? Have you all done that? Have you all done that? You're walking through all the shops. I know you don't have money. You don't have money to buy, right? But just to waste time or kill time, you're walking through all the shops and just coming back. So I during my schooling time also, now ඒ කාලේ සල්ලි නෑනේ, now I'm earning, so I have money. So ඒ කාලේ සල්ලි නෑ. So what happened was, okay, what happened was, I used to go to the Uber Eats app. Okay, now I'm scrolling through all this food. Now I know that I don't have the money to buy. Right? I keep on scrolling, and after I feel my hunger is satisfied, I just come back and I just don't buy it. But then what does Uber Eats do? Then what does Uber Eats do? Like you go to the app, you see the food, and you come back. What does Uber Eats do? What does Uber Eats do? If you all have used Uber Eats, you all know. I'm pretty sure all of you all have used. What does Uber Eats do? You will get a ting, ting, ting. What is that? No, 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 no. He will give you, Uber Eats will give you a notification. Are you still craving for this food? Have you all got it? Are you still craving for this food? Pilaus is awaiting your order, something like that. Have you got it? Can you remember? Can you remember? That is where the buyer and the seller electronically connects, right? Electronically connects. You call it the market space, right? So more than explaining you market space, first let me give you a better example in marketplace. If you have gone to shop in Petalamai, this is how it works. There are certain shops, if you go in, you are not going to come out without that product. That bucker will convince you to buy that product even if you don't want it. Have you all faced an experience like that? Have you all faced an experience like that? He will convince you to buy that product even if you don't want it. හරි? ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාට මේ you don't want a racing car. Hurry, you are bloody 20, let's say how 17 or 16 years old. You don't want a racing car, but he will make you buy a racing car. That's not marketing, Rifna. You will learn in grade 13, that is sales, right? Exactly. They will brainwash you. I mean, to a next level where you will definitely buy it, right? Or නෑ නෑ අපි මේ නෑ නෑ මට එපා කියනවා නෑ නෑ ආව මේක ගන්න ඔයාට මේ රේසින් කාර් එක රැට පදින්න පුළුවන් කිය. He will tell you something and he will sell it to you, right? Now they are very good in bloody making the sales, convincing that customer, right? My experience is like next level. I can remember once I went to PETA. Okay, so I went to PETA to get certain let's say accessories for my devices and all, right? I never wanted a laptop stand. I'm never using it, but I bought it. I bought it. He told me my life is going to get easier. He told me that I'm going to get a bride to get married also if I buy a laptop stand. මට කෙල්ලෙක් කම් වෙනවා කිව්වෙත් මට හම්බුන්නේත් නෑ මම laptop stand එක මම පාවිච්චි කරන්නෙත් නෑ. I don't know why. They are very good at convincing. You will tell something, he will tell something. You will tell something, he will tell something. But 90% of the time, that seller will win. That seller will win. Now, do you all see the buyer and the seller connecting physically? Physically, there's a physical connection there when you go to PETA. If you are in Uber Eats, there is a virtual electronical connection. That is what you call a marketplace and a market space, where the buyer and the seller connects or comes together, right? A situation or a mechanism where the buyer and the seller connects. Physically, marketplace. Electronically, market space. Clear or not, Lamai? Is this clear or not? What is the market? Okay. So if you want a product, you obtain it using the market, right? So now let me here. So you have the needs and wants. Humans fulfill that via a product, and you go to the market to obtain it, Lamai, right? And if you're going to a physical market, you call it a place. Electronical market, you call it a space. Hurry. Now, is it clear? Is it clear up to now? Can all of y'all respond? If it's crystal clear, give me a CC. Guys, okay, y'all are messaging me. It's heavily raining. And okay, make sure that you all watch the recordings. Okay, I know it's raining. I don't know. Today has been heavily raining. The rainy season start. All these days it was not raining. Today it started raining. Hurry. So this is concept number 3. Now, when you go to the market, right? Now let me just take it and draw it nicely. Okay. First one, you need to have the we'll take it as Akhil. Mr. A. First of all, okay, you need to like the product. Okay, you need to like the good or service. Now, if you don't like a good or service, will you buy it? You don't want it. Will you buy it? Will you buy it? Will you buy it? No. So you need to like that when you go to the market, right? Now, let's say you're going to Plaza. You don't like chicken kottu. Will you buy it? No, right? You will not buy it. First of all, you need to like it, Laman, right? You need to have the willingness. You need to have the willingness to buy that product, right? What do you mean by willingness? ඔයාට ඒක අවශ්‍ය වෙන්න ඕනේ. You should want it, ළමයි, right? You must be in a position where මට ඒක අනිවාර්යෙන් ඕනේ. You are going to Plaza and you can't tell the waiter, right? If they ask you what do you want, anything, right? Sometimes you all tell your parents, right? When they ask you what do you want, anything, කියලා තියනවාද එහෙම? කියලා තියනවාද? Anything. You go to the plaza, waiter asks you what do you want, anything. What will he do? He will give you a thundering slap and he will put you out. මල්ලි මේ anything කියලා දෙයක් නැහැ. ඔය යන්න එළියට ගිල්ල වෙන තැනක anything කියලා හොයන්න. You can't tell anything, right? You can't go to a shop and tell anything, right? So Shafana knows you can't tell anything. You have to tell what you want exactly. So you should know what you want. Now let's say you have the willingness to have a chicken kottu in Plaza. You have the willingness. Now, what ආසාව විතරක් තියලා ඇතිද? Only having the willingness, is it enough or not? What else should you have? What else should you have? Only the willingness, is it enough? What else should you have? Exactly. Very good. Excellent. Right? Now, if you don't have, you should, okay, have the cash. Now, let's say you have the ආසාව, you have the willingness. සල්ලි නැහැ. And let's say you don't buy that good now. Let's say you buy the good and you tell the waiter no money. What will he do? He will make you wash the dishes, right? So like how you have the willingness, Lamai, you need to have the ability also when you go to the market. Ability also when you go to the market. May dekama නැත්තම් ළමයි, it's going to be a very big problem. If you don't have this, it's going to be a very big problem, ළමයි. Okay? So willingness එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ, ability එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Right? So when you call this, you are going now to Plaza, you are going to the market where the buyer, the seller meets. You are having the willingness, you are having the ability, and you call this, there's an economic term for this. You call this demand. You go to the market and you demand. What do you mean by demand? Demand is the ability and willingness to purchase a product. The ability and the willingness to purchase a product, right? You should have the liking and you should have the cash to buy a product. That is called demand. When you go to a market, Lamai, you are going to demand. where the buyer and the seller meets, you are going to demand, right? Arshad sir or other your economic lecturers will teach you how does this demand work. But do you all understand up to now, Lamai? How does this demand work, right? You are going to the market, you are telling we like it, and you are telling we have the money, right? Demand venakam terunad. Can you give me a crystal clear if it's all clear up to now, right? So let me summarize this again. You have the needs and the wants, essential for living, various ways of fulfilling that needs, and you fulfill that via a product. Anything which fulfills the human needs and wants can be known as a product. But here we are considering only as a good or a service, right? Now that product, to get that product, you obtain it via a market. A market is where the buyer and the seller connects. The buyer goes to the market. He first of all needs to have the willingness. Second, he needs to have the cash or the ability, the liking and the cash. If he has both of these, he will demand in the market. Okay? He will demand to purchase that. Good. Now at home also you all demand, right? If you don't give me this, I am not going to eat. If you don't give me that, if you don't take me to this place, I am not going to sleep. Have you all done that? Have you all striked? Have you all done it? කරලා තියෙනවද? Always, Salma is saying always. I am that arrogant kid. Who is the first kid, dear? Who is the first child? Okay, first child, not possible to demand, right? At the mall, yes. Or Pudikali, when you go to a shop and you tell your parents, I want this, and you start crying, and your parents like give you that stare. So you all can, you all give a very big demand, right? You all don't have the ability, but you all know your parents have the ability, but you all have the willingness. That's demand, right? Who is the second kid, dear? The second child, the second child, the second child. Me. Typically, in one word, useless, right? You all are the useless kids. No one, you all don't know whether are you alive or not. In Northern Adikila Danena, is that true? Kenoli, where you don't even know, people at home doesn't even know that whether you're alive or not. ඒ වගේ ජීවිතයක් යන්නේ Kinoli. Anyone like that? Yes, true. Yeah, that goes to the first child also. Then the last child, who is the last child here? Last child, me. I'm the first child. The last child is the most favored, the most pampered. Don't they hum the princess treatment exactly, right? So when the last child demands, everything is obtained, right? When the second child, who are you? Eva Getien. So this demand happens, right? Now, even when you're demanding, right? Will you just demand? Now, can you go to the shop and tell me, "Mata kottuwak denna?" Like you need to have that right tone, right? You need to have that right attitude, right? Whenever you are demanding, Lamai, okay, whenever you are demanding, right, first of all an exchange will take place, right? This product, oh, let's say uh, let me remove this blur, black sweating to the next level. This, I am giving this pen for this phone, right? There's an exchange, right? There's an exchange taking place whenever you demand. You are giving something and getting that kuttu, right? Basically, two or more valuables are being exchanged, right? Okay. Two or more valuables are being exchanged, right? So now you are going, getting a kuttu and you're giving something. What will you give? What will you give? Can you go and say, ha, bye, I'm going to give you that? Can you give a kiss to the waiter and come off? No, right? You have to give something. And if you're giving cash, if you're giving cash, if you're giving something monetary, if you're giving your card, you call that, okay, you call that, you call that transaction. You call that transaction. Exchange with a monetary value. When this exchange is taking place using a monetary value, you call it a transaction. Okay, so we don't, let's say, we'll use the word being transferred. Two or more valuables being transferred is known as exchange. So, Lamai, what happens is one valuable is given, another valuable is taken, right? That is known as an exchange. And if that exchange takes place with a monetary value, you call it a transaction. You call it a transaction, right? If that takes place in a monetary value, you call it a transaction. When you go to the market, you will demand. Whenever you are demanding, you are going to give a valuable and you are going to take a valuable. You call it exchange. And when you're giving a monetary value, a monetary, let's say, valuable and getting something, you call it a transaction, right? Is exchange and transaction clear, Amai? Exchange, you're transferring something and getting something. If you're getting something by giving a monetary value, you call it transaction. Is it clear, Lamai? I'm going very slowly, very slowly. I see a lot of people leaving, joining, right? So if that's the case, Lamai, if internet connection, make sure to watch the recording, right? So is it clear, Lamai, what is happening there? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right? Now, I will tell you something. Now you have got something. You have got a good. You have got a good Lamai. You are buying something in Daras. Sometimes you might be satisfied. Sometimes you might be dissatisfied. Right? Now, when I go to Plaza, right? You know where is Plaza located, right? Do you all know where is Plaza located? In Kolpiti, Gaul Road. Yeah, Gaul Road, Kolpiti, right there. Sometimes the kottu is really good. Even in pilaus, it's like that. Sometimes the kottu is really good. Sometimes the kottu is really bad. Why is that? Why is that? Have you all experienced something like that? And why is that? Sometimes the kottu is really good. Sometimes the kottu is really bad. Why is that, Lamai? Why is that? Hello? Can you all hear me? Lamai? ඔයා කන කොත්තු එක even the food can be like that. It's really good. Sometimes really bad. Why is that? Customer is not attractive. Why the hell is the customer not attractive? How is that connected, Akhil? I don't understand. Exactly. There is someone called a Kottu Bas. I don't know whether you all have heard. There is someone called a Kottu Bas. Right? That Kottu Bas, when the Kottu Bas changes, also the quality of the Kottu changes. Yeah, mood of the chef also can happen. When that Kottu Bas changes, his mood changes, the quality also changes. Right? Sometimes you might give 1,000 rupees to that kottu, but that kottu is worth, let's say, it tastes like 3,000 bucks. It's like the real best thing. Sometimes you might give 1,000 rupees to the kottu. Yeah, exactly. Kottu. And that kottu is like 200 rupees worth. Sometimes, like you're giving, let's say, 1,500 rupees, 2,000 rupees for a kottu. Rahamane, it's not tasty at all. That means you are not happy, right? So, ඒ වගේම තමයි ළමයි. I will give you another example. Have you all ordered from Daraz? Have you all ordered from Daraz? Have you all ordered from Daraz? Okay. What they show and what they give, is it the same thing? What they show and what they give, is it the same thing? Very rare. Very rare. Right? You may order Taylor Swift and you may get Hana Shafa, something like that. Right? You might order sometimes, Justin Bieber and you might get Iraj, something like that. Right? It can happen. Right? It happened for you all? Majority of the time that happens. Right? Now, guys, right? Sometimes the benefit you get may be good or may be bad from the product. The expectation of that product, the expectation of that product, okay, or the benefit you get may be different, right? Now we are going to talk about something called value. Right? Listen to me very carefully. Value is not price. Value is not price. Okay? Basically, I gave that examples also to connect it to this. Right? Value is not price. Now, you take this phone. This phone. How much do you think is this worth? How much do you think this is worth? This phone. How much do you think this is worth? How much do you think this is worth? Yeah, Umar, somewhat that range. Let's say we can take it as maybe about 800 US dollars, right? 800 US dollars. I gave 800 US dollars to buy this. Now tell me, is this actually worth 800 US dollars? Is it actually worth 800 US dollars? I am telling this is worth 2 trillion dollars. $2 trillion. That means 2000 billion dollars. I'm telling. How is this possible? Certa pisuda, mata pisuda. You might be asking that question, right? So I'm saying this is $2 trillion. Did I buy this phone or did I buy this logo here? I don't know whether you all can see this logo. Did I buy this logo here? Tell me. This phone might be worth 800, but this logo is worth $2 trillion, 2000 billion dollars. It's worth, right? So lamai, this actually value kiyanne, the estimation given for a product. What is the estimation given for a product? How much are you saying this is worth, right? Now, you might tell me, okay, you might tell, I will tell this pen is worth 1000 rupees. You will tell this pen is worth 200 rupees. Now, is value a subjective opinion or is it same to everyone? Is it subjective or is it same? Is it subjective or is it same? Does it differ to everyone or is it same? Subjective. Now, for an example, when you go to a shop, why do you bargain? Why do you bargain? Because of the value. Because the amount he says and the amount you say might differ. You may feel that dress is not worth the amount he's saying. You may feel it's worth this much, right? So value is known as the estimation of a product, right? So I'm saying this is worth $2 trillion, but I have got it for $800. Remember, value and price is not the same, right? And with value comes what? With value comes customer satisfaction. With value comes customer satisfaction. This is basically, you can call it as you can tell it as you are checking if our customers' expectations met or not. You are going to check if the customer's expectations are met or not, right? That is what you mean by customer satisfaction. Now, for an example, okay, for an example, okay, let's say what you get, what you get is not equal to what you expect. Or we can tell it as what you expect is greater than what you get. Are you satisfied or not? Are you satisfied or not? What you expect, you're expecting a lot and you're getting a lot, little. Are you satisfied or not? Rifna, how is it possible? You're expecting a lot but you're getting a little. Are you satisfied? There is no satisfaction. Let's say what you get is greater than what you expect. Are you satisfied now or not? You are expecting poddai. You're expecting a little. You're getting a lot. Yes, you are satisfied. Right? So basically, customer satisfaction is the ability of a product to meet the expectations of the customer. The ability of a product to meet the expectations of the customer. Right? I will give it to you in a better way. Right? Ability of a product to meet the expectations of the customer. Right? Ability of a product to meet the expectations of the customer. That is what you mean by customer satisfaction. Right? Right? That's what you mean by customer satisfaction. Is that clear, Lamai? Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay. Let me confirm first again. Let me confirm first. Right? Needs and wants. Every human, we have needs, we have wants. We have the factors which are essential for living, and we have various ways of fulfilling those factors. Right? Don't feel anything in the tute. Don't feel. Listen to me. And we fulfill our needs and wants using a product. That product can be known as anything which fulfills our human needs and wants. Let's say I have the need of food. I have the want of kottu. I fulfill that using a kottu. That is the product. The want is the product. And to obtain that, I am going to a market. A market is where me and the Plaza Kottu guy, we are meeting and we are interacting and we are connecting together. If we are meeting physically, we call it a marketplace. If I'm meeting that bugger using that Uber Eats app, you call it what? A market space. So I am going to Plaza. Let's say I'm going to the marketplace. I have the willingness towards the chicken cheese kottu, right? And I have the ability, I have the money to buy it. Then can I demand? Yes, I can demand. Now, when I demand, okay, I will give him something and I am going to get the kottu. I am transferring something and he is going to give me something. You call it exchange. And if I am transferring a monetary value and getting something, you call it a transaction, right? I am giving money and I am getting the kottu. You call it a transaction. If I'm giving something and getting something, you call it an exchange. Exchange with a monetary value is transaction. I eat that kottu, right? I paid 1,000 rupees for that kottu. When I eat that kottu, it's like fabulous. It's like very good. And I feel that even though I paid 1,000, the actual value, the estimation I'm going to give for this is 10,000 rupees, right? And what I expected was for 1,000. But when I get 10,000, that is customer satisfaction, Lamai. That is customer satisfaction. Ekatamai, Lamai, children, we call it customer satisfaction. Terunada Lamai, did you all understand? Eka Terunada. All 23 of y'all, did you all understand these concepts? Needs and wants, product, market, demand, exchange and transaction, value and customer satisfaction. හොඳටම තේරුණාද නැද්ද? Tell me that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Do you all want to give it to me in a different example? Do you all want me to give it? Yes. Do you want me to give it in a different example? I will explain it to you using a different example. Let's say I have a need of entertainment. I have a need of entertainment, right? I fulfill that by watching a movie. For that, I go to the let's say that product is again the movie, right? That is a service, right? And what happens is, to obtain that movie, I am going to the market. Let's say I am interacting with the guy in Savoy. I'm interacting with the guy in Savoy, right? I'm connecting with the guy in Savoy. Or let's say Savoy or Scope Cinemas. I'm interacting. I'm meeting with him physically. That's a marketplace. If I'm watching that movie using Netflix, it's a market space, right? Then let's say I am demanding that product. I like that movie, I'm watching it, and I have the money to pay for that also, right? So that is demand. Now, let's say I tell that bugger, I tell that guy in Scopes or Savoy or something, I will give you one popcorn. You allow me to watch that movie. That is an exchange, right? If I'm telling him, I will pay for the ticket, I will pay for the ticket with money, and you give to watch me that movie. That is a transaction. If you are giving something else which is not monetary and getting something, you call it an exchange. And if that exchange is taking place using a monetary value, you call it transaction. Up to transaction, is everything crystal clear up to now? Up to transaction, if everything is crystal clear up to now. Okay. This one, who asked me that question? Umar, is it clear? Is it clear up to now? Is it crystal clear up to transaction? Is it CC up to transaction? Umar, can you respond? Okay, perfect. Now, Umar, okay, now let's say I am going, have you all watched the movie Nun? Have you all watched the movie Nun, Nun? Nun Balatino. Nun. Right? So Nun 1 and Nun 2 came. So Nun 1 was one of the scariest movies in the world which was released. Right? Comes under the Conjuring series. You know that the Conjuring, the last rites is coming on the September 5th. Right? I'm eager to watch it in the cinema. Right? So what happened is I went for Nun 1 like so many years ago. Right? Now මට එකපාරටම I drank a lot of Pepsi. I drank a lot of Pepsi. දැන් මට පට්ට විදිහට චූ බරක් සෙට් වුණා. I wanted to pee very badly. Right? And you know, these jump scares are there, right? These jump scares are there, right? So now, I am also watching and I'm eating the popcorn. I'm gone with my family. Now, at once, you know, in these horror movies, යකා කියලා එන්නේ නෑනේ. යකා කියලා එන්නේ නෑ. I don't know. I can't remember the scene. යකා කියලා එන්නේ නෑනේ. එකපාරටම ජොග් ගාලා එනවා. Right? And when you're watching it in the big screen, wearing a 3D glass, just imagine. Just imagine. Now I didn't pee. Okay, now don't think like I didn't pee in the cinema, right? That මට තව පොඩ්ඩෙන් ඒ කියන්නේ මට I saw that I was eating and at once I shook, right? Now මම හිතුවා ගියා තමයි කියලා. Right? Then thank God I ran to the washroom, I peed and came back because I was drinking a lot of Pepsi. Now, Nun 1 was really scared. And let's say I paid 1,000 rupees for the ticket. It was actually worth it. It was worth more than 1,000. But Nun 2, Nun 2 was not that scary, Lamai. It was not that scary. I paid 1,000 rupees for the ticket, but I felt it was worth only about 200 rupees. Value is not the price you pay. It is the estimation you give for that product, right? Let's say you give 1,000 rupees, but it is not actually 1,000. It is like 200 rupees. What is the estimation you are giving for that product, right? Now, for an example, after this month, now I am giving you this class for free, right? But there is a value set for you for this class, right? You may feel, okay, this class is worth about 10,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees. You may have a feeling, right? You may have a feeling. So value is Lamai. How much are you saying that is worth? Umar, did you get it? Umar, did you get it? Umar, did you get value? Okay. Now let's say what you expect is greater than what you get. You are not satisfied. We are expect karna godak. What are poddai hambende? Now, after Nun 1, I was expecting a lot in Nun 2, but I didn't get it. I was not satisfied, right? But in Nun, let's say, if your expectations are less and you get more, you are satisfied. Customer satisfaction is the ability of a product to meet the customer's needs. And exactly value and customer satisfaction will differ person to person. Now, Mariana, let's say we go and have a kottu. You may love it, I may not love it. I may have a different value. You may have a different value. Your satisfaction might be different. My satisfaction might be different. Is it right? So I may like chicken kottu. You may not like chicken kottu. Our taste and our differences are there, right? So our value and customer satisfaction will differ person to person, right? So both of these differs person to person. Lamai Therunada. Did you all understand this? Did you all understand this? Did you understand this? Right? Umair, did you get it crystal clear? Did you get it crystal clear, Umair? Okay. Now, I don't want your, I don't think there's space to copy all of these in the tute somewhere, right? So if you all have the tute, Lamai, if you all have the tute, if you all have the tute, in page number 40, I have given you all blank spaces, right? Page number 40, I have given you all blank spaces. Extra notes. Please copy this there. If you don't have the tute, Lamai, take a paper piece and copy this and keep it. When you get the tute, you can, let's say, paste it, right? So who doesn't have the tute here? Who doesn't have the tute? Who doesn't have the tute? Okay, Kinoli, write it in a paper piece. Later, let's paste it, right? So now I will give you all one by one areas to copy. So first copy this down quickly. I will give you all about 1 minute. Copy this down quickly. Copy until demand. Can you all see everything? Copy until demand. Copy until demand now. Right, copy this down. Then let's go with the remaining area. Right, copy this down quickly. I will give you all 1 to 2 minutes quickly. So I'm here, guys. I'm here. The tute has gone 3 times. Very late. Okay. Where are they making Yavalati? I think there was a connection drop because it's raining today. Right? I think a lot of people are joining, going out, connection drop. But copy this down. When you all are done, give me a done, guys. I'm waiting. When you all are done, give me a done. Right? When you all are done, give me a done. Okay. I have a small interesting thing for you all towards the end of the class today. Right? I don't just tell me whether will you all love it or not. Right? I have a quiz for y'all, right? And if you all do this quiz, if you all, let's say the first person who gets the highest score is going to get a reload from me, right? A reload or something from me, right? So do you all want a quiz like that? I mean, it's a nice quiz in Kahoot, right? I made it. So are you all interested for something like that? Do you all want a reload? Okay, good, good, good. Not bad. Okay, copy this down. That's towards the end. Copy this down. Guys, others are all done with this area. Shall I show you the next area to copy? Shall I show you the next area to copy? Shall I show you the next area to copy? Okay. Guys, anyone writing this area still? Anyone writing? Give me a W if you're still writing. W. A W if you are still writing. Umar pick. Umar pick. Salma quick. Right? Salma Umar quickly. Sweating badly, guys. I don't know. I'm being under the fan also. So wait till the end. You all are going to get a quiz and you all are going to get a reload from me also. Right? So person who gets the highest score is the reload. Right? I mean, every week I can have something like that, but හැමදාම මේ reload දෙන්න ගියොත් පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙනවා, but I will give you all. That's okay. Right? I mean, your happiness is my happiness. Right? Umar, Salma, are you done? Others, are you all done? Can't be reading names individually, but are you all done? Okay. Now, guys, copy this area. Copy this area. Quickly, I will give you all 1 minute, just 1 minute. Copy this area. We are going into the tube document. We are going into the tube. So we will go until about 9:15-ish today, guys. 9:15-ish. So sometimes until I finish my content and I'm satisfied, we will go. I mean, even though I say 2 hours, පොඩ්ඩක් කේන් මෙන් වැඩි වෙනවා. ගණන් ගන්න එපා. වැඩි වෙයි, අඩු වෙයි. So ගණන් ගන්න එපා. Right? It's like that. Right? When you are done copying this, give me a done. Others, shall we go into the tute? Shall we go into the tute? Others, are you all still writing? Is my handwriting clear, guys? Is my handwriting clear? Guys, what do you all think about the handwriting? Is it clear and stuff? I know it's putta out. Okay, great. Kenoli? Others, if you're writing, you know W. If you're done, done. It's the normal way. Learn my terms, right? ඔක්කොම clear නම් crystal clear එකක් දෙන්න ඕනේ මම හැවුවනම්. If you're writing, give me a W. If you're done, give me a D. Whatever it is. Okay, those are my terms, right? Those are the rules in class. Okay, perfect. Shall we go to the tute? Anyone still writing? Anyone still writing? Shall we go to the tute? Shall we go to the tute? Okay. Now, guys, let's start with these areas and let's come towards the business part then, right? Now, guys, when you take needs, right? We'll take the needs and the wants, right? So, okay. So let me take needs. Where is the highlighter? Right? Highlighter. Needs are the basic essentials required for living, right? The basic essentials, human essentials required for living, right? Need includes all the physical and mental conditions which are compulsory, right? Needs are not only physical, guys. It can be mental also. You need to have love. You need to have friends. You need to have social interaction. All of these are required for living, right? Let's say if you don't have friends, family and all, you will go insane, right? So now give me examples of needs, guys. Give me examples of needs, right? Examples of needs: food, clothing, shelter. So start writing these in your tudes, guys. Start writing these in your tudes. Health. I'll just reduce this. Health. Defense. Do you all like the darker one or the lighter one? Lighter one is better, right? Defense. Transportation. And etc. You all can write, okay? You all can write whatever you all want. Write it, right? Then we have wants, right? Wants are the different ways of fulfilling needs. Different ways of fulfilling needs. And remember, Lamai, wants are incredibly diverse, right? Different compared to one person is different and tends to grow as living standards grow. When you go richer and richer, your wants will get more higher. And very important, guys, whenever one want is met, another one emerges. I bought the iPhone, I wanted the MacBook. I bought the uh, MacBook, I bought the let's say iPad, again the iPhone, AirPods, એ વાગી ગયા. Right? Is electricity a need or a want? Miriana, we can consider utility as a need, right? And electricity is considered as a want usually, right? So, but it differs. Examiner's side, it differs sometimes. Exam to exam, it will differ. Hold it for now. Don't consider electricity. I will talk about that. Then write examples for wants. You can write Khottu, right? You all can write Khottu. Okay, rice, t-shirt, apartment, and etc. and etc. You all can keep on writing, right? Cash. Cash is, of course, a need, right? You need it to, no, I mean, it's not a need, right? You can't consider it as a need and want because you use cash to buy something, right? So it's just basically a medium. It's a medium we use to buy a need or a want, right? It's not a need, it's not a want. It's a medium used to buy a need or a want. So you all can fulfill this. Highlight also, guys. Highlight also, right? Now, differences between needs and wants. The differences between needs and wants. Let's start one by one, right? Number one, needs are essential for living. Needs are essential for living, while wants are not essential for living. Now, food is essential for living, right? Now, tell me, is kottu essential for living? Is fried rice essential for living? T-shirt essential for living? No, there are various ways of fulfilling needs. Hari, is the first difference clear, Lamai? Is the first difference clear? Is the first difference clear? Needs are essential for living, while wants are not essential for living. And now needs are limited, guys. Needs are limited. For an example, Lamai, food, water, shelter, clothing, health, defense. You can count, right? These are countable. But are wants countable, guys? Can you count the number of wants you have? Tell me, can you all count and tell me how many wants you all have? Count and tell me, all of y'all, how many wants you all have? Unlimited, infinity. You can't count. So this is unlimited, Lamai. This is unlimited. It's uncountable, Lamai, right? Then we have the needs are common. The needs are common, right? Your needs. You want food, I want food. I want clothing, you want clothing. You want shelter, I want clothing. It's common. But wants, are they common? Do both of us want the same thing, or does it differ? Okay? Does it differ? Do you all want the same thing, or does it differ? Lamai, tell me. Same thing or differ? Exactly. You will differ. It differs person to person. It differs person to person. Right? Now, Lamai, next one. Needs is something you cannot create it. You can't create it, right? You can't create a need. I will give you that. Riha, I will give you that. You cannot create it. But wants, you can create it. For an example, right? We never wanted, let's say we never wanted AirPods, but Apple created us the want of having an AirPod, right? So needs are not created. You can't create it, but a want is created. But I won't say it's 100% true. Nowadays, even needs can be created. A mobile phone, you can live without a mobile phone, but it has turned out to be a need where you can't live without it, right? So do you understand the differences between a need and a want, Lamai, now? Do you understand the differences between a need and a want, Lamai, now? Okay, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Can you all have you all written this down in your tudes or somewhere, guys? Have you all written this down somewhere in your tudes or somewhere? Have you all written this down? Anyone writing? Anyone writing? Okay. So remember now product coming here into product. Okay. Product is anything that is offered to the market which fulfills human needs and wants. We spoke about it. Anything offered to the market which fulfills human needs and wants, right? Mainly categorized as goods and services, right? Right? It's mainly categorized as goods and services. But remember, product is not only a good and a service. I am a product. You are a product. My time is a product. My knowledge is a product. My experience is a product. Everything is a product. We will talk about it later, right? So remember, this is a product, a market again. A market. Now highlight, underline whatever we write, right? Any situation or mechanism which connects or brings together the buyer and the seller, right? Any situation or a mechanism which connects or brings together the buyer and the seller of a product is known as a market, right? And when you all take a market, Lamai, when you all take a market, Lamai, right? So when you all take a market, right? Marketplace කියන්නේ a situation where the buyer and seller, where the buyer and the seller connects physically or electronically. Physically or electronically. Tell me that. Physically, the electronically, the marketplace. Lamai, physically or electronic? Exactly, physically. Give me examples. Heels, right? Plaza, right? Then you can take Cargills and etc. Market space, a situation where the buyer and seller, right? Where the buyer and the seller connects. What? Physically or electronically now? Restaurants, textile shows, everything, etc. Connects. Where? How? Electronically. Electronically. Remember that. So highlight physically. Shit. Highlight physically and highlight electronically. Highlight physically and electronically. Highlight that. Give me examples here, right? Examples, right? Examples you can take is Uber Eats, Daraz, Temu, Amazon, BS with Akhil. BS with Akhil. Is it a market space? Exactly. You are the buyer, I am the seller. I am selling my knowledge and you're buying my knowledge. And are we connecting electronically? Definitely yes. Right? So it's a market space. If I'm doing a physical class, it's going to be a market place. Right? Is market space and place clear? Is this clear? Did you all write this down? Did you all write this down, guys? Lamai මේක ලියාගත්තද? Okay. Now demand. Demand. Demand is the ability and willingness. Ability and willingness. Wait. Ability, that means the money to purchase. No, don't write it like that. Liking to purchase. The money to purchase and the liking to purchase a good. Sorry, a particular good. A particular product. A particular product at a given time. Demand is the ability and willingness. Okay. Shit. Right? Wait, I forgot. I missed this part. Right? Willingness to purchase a particular product at a given time. Right? You're purchasing a particular product at a given time. Right? Right? So is that clear, Lamai? Is that clear? What is demand? Is that clear? Right? Have you all written these three? Have you all written these three? Have you all written these three? My hand is sweating, guys, so that's why. Okay. Exchange and transactions. Right? Anyone writing this yet? Anyone writing this? Anyone writing this? Anyone writing? If you're writing, give me a W. Okay. Okay. Exchange and transactions. Transferring of two or more products. Right? Through between two or more parties. Two or more parties. Through communication and agreement. Whenever an exchange happens, there should be communication and there should be an agreement. Is classified under the term exchange. Right? You call it exchange. Right? Basically, you're transferring two or more products between two or more parties and with communication and agreement. You call it exchange. While all exchanges, okay, exchanges that are implemented for monetary value, right? How do I change the color? Right? Exchanges that are implemented for monetary value is known as a transaction. Right? Whatever the transactions that takes place using a monetary value, you call it a whatever the exchange that takes place using a monetary value, you call it a transaction. The following factors, Lamai, should be present for effective exchange to take place. If you want a right exchange to take place, these factors should be present. Two or more parties, Now, if one party is exchanging, it's like taking money from this pocket and putting into this pocket, right? Is that worth it? Is there a point of doing that? You're taking money from this pocket and putting into this pocket. Is that worth it? Is there a value for it? No, right? Two or more parties should be there. There should be two or more valuables, right? If you're giving something, I should get something, right? If you're giving something, I should get something. Something is given and taken, right? Communication should be present between two individuals, right? Now, one person can't be deaf and dumb and the other person can't be talking, right? Both of them, there should be communication taking place. Nathang, there won't be effective transactions or exchange. They should come to an agreement. They should come to an agreement. Okay, I will give you this, you give me this. You give me a kottu, I will give you $1,000. And let's say I will tell you, you give me a kottu, I will give you $1,000, but you're asking me 1,500. You can even reject it or accept it, right? So these five factors should be present, okay, when there is effective transactions. Remember these five factors very well, right? Just put a star point and keep, right? Put a star point and keep, right? Eka mataka tiyaganna. Okay. Then value and customer satisfaction, right? Value and customer satisfaction, right? Value is the estimation given by a customer on a specific product, right? Basically, what the customer feels about the product, what the customer XP, let's say what the customer gets from the product. Product. Satisfaction is the expectation fulfilled or not. Satisfaction fulfilled or not. Right? So keep your tools always colorful, Lamai. Keep your tools always colorful, right? Price is what you pay. Value is what you get, right? So I told you, right? I paid a price of 1,000 for a kottu, but I got it for 1,500. The value of it, what I got, it was worth 1,500, right? Eka matagatiyagan, right? Then customer satisfaction is a subjective assessment of the product's capacity to live up to the expectation of the customer. Is your product going to live up to your expectation or not? Is the product going to live up to the expectation of the customer or not, right? So, guys, value and customer satisfaction. These seven concepts, Lamai. Sorry, these seven concepts up to now. Is it clear or not? Is it clear or not? Needs, wants, right? Product, market, exchange, value, and customer satisfaction. Then when I can make a crystal clear than at the Lamai. Okay. Now, Lamai, let's get into the definition of a business. Definition of a business, right? What is a business? In simple terms, first, I will tell you. A business is an economic activity which fulfills human needs and wants. Human needs and wants using a product, which can be a good or service, right? A business is an economic activity which fulfills human needs and wants using a product. If you all have done O-level commerce, you all would have heard of this definition, right? You all would have heard of this definition if you all have done O-level commerce, right? Right? Have you all heard of this definition? Have you all heard it somewhere in your life, right? Now, this economic activity, Lamai, what? I will explain you what is this economic activity when it comes to this part, right? This part, characteristics of a business. Characteristics of a business, I will explain you what is an economic activity. But another definition that can be used, okay, for business. All the activities related to production. A business undergoes producing a good or a service. Distribution, right? Getting in all the raw materials, sending it to the customer, selling of a good or service with a profit or motive in order to satisfy human needs and wants can be generally defined as a business. Okay? Production, distribution, selling of a good and a service, right? With a profit motive. Now we run businesses with a profit motive, right? Not for profit motive. To satisfy human needs and wants, right? Is known as a business, right? So this is a long definition. You all can read it and understand. I will explain you production, distribution, and selling with the economic activity, but just remember this definition now. Remember the simple term. This is the most important part, right? This is the most important part, right? This is the most important part, right? So, ඒක හොඳටම මතක තියාගන්න ළමයි. So, mostly businesses are start to make a profit. But there are certain businesses where people start it not to make a profit, to earn an income. Let's say, sorry, not earn an income. Give back to the society. Make the society a better place. For an example, Gates Foundation is a business startup. They don't want to earn a profit out of that. They want to make people's life better. They are giving back to the people. They're helping the people there and etc. Right? So we will learn what is this economic activity and about production, distribution and all in deeper coming forward. Right? So did you all copy this down? Did you all copy this down? Did you all copy this down? Shall I teach you all what is an economic activity now? Right. Now, Lamai, let's go to page number 4. What is an economic activity? I have given a space here to draw this, right? Now, Lamai, when you take a business, right? First of all, they will undergo production. They will undergo production. Concept number 1. They will undergo production of what? Goods and services. Okay. Okay. Now to produce these goods and services, Lamai, to produce these goods and services, right? To produce these goods and services, Lamai, the business has to use something called land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship, which you all would have learned in econ, right? You call it LLCE. These are known as the resources. Business will have to use these resources to produce this good and service. Am I right or not? You need land, right? You need the raw materials from the earth. You need people, labor. You need, let's say, machineries, capital, then let's say technology. Those are capital. Then you need entrepreneurship, the person who connects all of these, right? The person who is going to run the business is known as the entrepreneur. Capital is known as the machineries, technologies, and all used in the business. Labor is the man-made aid, the physical mental effort. The land is the, let's say, raw material, resources, let's say the bare lands and etc. Water, all of that. Are these resources required to produce a good or service? Are these resources required to produce a good or a service? Yes or no? Guys, all of y'all respond. Yes. Now tell me, these resources, are they limited or unlimited? Are these resources limited or unlimited? Exactly. They are limited. They are limited. Right? They are limited. Now we are using limited resources to produce these goods and services. And these limited goods and services, what happens is, okay, we will distribute it. Okay, distribute it using, okay, certain mediums. We'll take it as transportations, will you? Certain transportations to the consumer. Selling it to the consumer. As the business undergoes this production, distribution, and selling, as the consumer undergoes these economics activities of production, distribution, and selling, okay, using limited resources, okay, businesses, okay, going producing, distributing, and selling a good or service which is produced using limited resources, we call it an economic activity, right? So if I'm writing it, a business is considered to be an economic activity as it undertakes production, distribution, and selling of a good or service which was produced using limited resources, right? We are producing this good using limited resources. And that's why we call it an economic activity. So මතක තියාගන්න ළමයි, right? It's called an economic activity, right? Because it undertakes production, distribution, and selling, okay, which is produced using limited resources. ඒක මතක තියාගන්න. Production, distribution, selling of a good or a service using limited resources. That's why a business is called an economic activity, right? And these are the resources. Clear or not, Lamai? Clear or not? Is this clear or not? Why a business is called an economic activity? Why a business is called an economic activity? Is it clear or not? Production, distribution, selling of a good or service using limited resources. Anyone who did not understand it, anyone who did not understand it, tell me, I will explain it again. Anyone who did not understand it, I will explain it again. Right? Okay, repeat again. Salma, listen to me carefully. Samha, okay, Purya, listen to me very carefully. There's a business, right? A business will fulfill human needs and wants, right? A business will fulfill human needs and wants. Am I right? You know that. We fulfill that human needs and wants using a good or a service. So a business has to produce this good or a service. Let's say business has to produce this good or a service. Now, let's take this water. This water. This is a good. Is this a human need? Yes. And the water bottle is the human want. We need it to live. Right? Now, a business only provides this to us, right? So a business is producing this good or a service, right? And when producing this good or a service, we need to take the water. To plastic, you need to take some materials. We need to have labor. We need to have machinery. We need to have, let's say, technology. Let's say we need to have then, okay, an entrepreneur who makes sure this business runs well. All of these are resources. Now tell me guys who did not understand. These resources, are they limited or unlimited? This labor, technology, capital, right? Then the water, entrepreneurs, are they limited or unlimited? Puriya, Salma, Samha, Salma, limited or unlimited? All of you. Exactly, limited. Now, using these limited resources only, we are making this water bottle, right? Using these limited resources only, we are making this water bottle. Now, in the world, we do not have unlimited resources. All we have is limited resources, right? So, හොඳටම මතක තියාගන්න ළමයි, what happens is we are using limited resources to produce this good door service. Then we have to distribute this among people. We have to distribute this towards buyers, agents. So we distribute it using transportation. And these distributors will sell it to us. I am going to a supermarket. The producer will distribute it to the supermarket, and the supermarket will sell it to me, right? So as a business is undertaking production, distribution, okay, we take this, right? Production, distribution, and the process of selling, a business is considered as an economic activity. Lamai, who told me who it was not clear, Samha, Salma, the two Salmas, and Puriya, is it clear now? Hari, we are using limited resources, right, to fulfill human needs and wants, right? And remember, guys, this limited resource, this limited resource, this limited resource will fulfill the limited resource, will fulfill unlimited wants. Our wants are unlimited, right? Will fulfill unlimited wants through this good door service, right? So that's why it's called an economic activity. Okay, so please copy this down, guys. Please copy this down, guys. Please copy this down. Why is it called an economic activity? Guys, when you all have copied it, let me know. I will tell you all. Right? Be with me in the session, guys. Don't leave the session. Now, I'm going to talk about the characteristics of a business. Very important, right? Very important. Right? I know you all are hungry. I know that you all are hungry and all. So keep always a water bottle with you. Put that in. There for another 15 minutes. We will finish it off. Right? We will finish it off. Right? Done copying? Are you all done? If you all are done, give me a done. Anyone writing? Anyone writing? Okay. Now, guys, let's talk about the characteristics of the business. Now, what do you mean by characteristics? Means these are the common factors present in a business. The common factors present in a business. Number one, exchange or selling takes place, right? First of all, you are running a business where you are exchanging something for something else, right? So maybe you are taking something and giving something, or you are selling. You are taking something and giving money. So that is sale. For an example, Even now, let's say you're running a business. Earlier, we will learn early how businesses happen was, okay, earlier, I give you a good, you give me a good. That is an exchange. We learned in exchange also here. Exchange means where you're transferring two valuable things, right? If you're transferring two valuable things, that is a common character of a business. Or selling is taking place, right? All the businesses sell or exchange goods and services for monetary value, right? So this is very common. Buying or selling of a good and services at a price is an essential factor of a business. Remember that very well, right? Remember this very well, right? You are buying or selling of a good or a service for a price. That can be, it happens in a business. Or you're exchanging two monetary values, right? If no such selling takes place, no exchange takes place, it's not considered as a business. At your home, your mother cooks for you. Just because your mother cooks for you, are you going to give something in return for your mother? Are you going to give return in return to your mother? Like, your amma uyinindava salli dena ammata. එහෙම කරන්නේ නෑනේ. එහෙම කරන්නේ නෑනේ. Do you all do that? Do you all do that? Just because your parents are cooking for you, are you going to give them money? Are you going to give them money? No, right? Exactly no. So basically what happens is, for an example, cooking food for a family member at home is not considered as a business, as cooking food to sell is considered as a business. If you're cooking food to sell, there's an exchange taking place, a transaction is taking place. That's a business. But if you're cooking food for your own consumption at home, for your children's consumption, that is not considered as a business, right? So there should be an exchange. There should be a selling taking place in a business. That will make sure that's a business, right? That is number one. Transaction of good and services we spoke. A transaction takes place where you're giving a good and you're getting money. We spoke about that earlier. That is another common character taking place in a business. Okay. Next one, continuous transactions are taking place, right? Continuous transactions are taking place. In school, our school time, guys, we had something called Pokemon cards, right? Have you all heard of Pokemon cards? Right? This was about 10 years ago. I would say 10 years ago, a good 10 years ago. Have you heard? So we used to sell Pokemon cards. ඉස්කෝලෙම business එකක් දුවනවා කෙලින්. And what happens is, there is a bugger. He is a Pokemon dealer. Like now you have drug dealers, there was a Pokemon dealer. You can buy any card from that bugger. And during A levels, I had a friend, okay? I will tell you this story. Uge nama bookshop. His name was Bookshop, right? I have a friend, his name was Bookshop. What actually happens is, now let's say this is a pen, this is in the table. He will come like this. When no one is looking, he will shape it, take it and put it in the pocket. මුගේ වැඩේ අපේ stationery ඔක්කොම ගල් කරන එක. There was a point in A levels, our buggers, we never had a pencil case. Why ගෙනවොත් මූස්සනවා. And අපි හැමතිස්සම we keep the pens in our pockets. Right? මූස්සන එක. Now let's say we want a pen, we want a ruler, we want a pencil, we want a Tipex. We go in and ask, උගේ නම bookshop එක. මුගේ වැඩේ සමහරවිට මු අපිට පෑනක් විකුණනවා. He will say, you give me $10, I will give you a pen. Give me $20, I will give you a pen. Right? He was running a business in school. So he was called a bookshop. This actually happened, guys. True story. Now, for an example, he was continuously doing it. So that was considered as business. One time, if he sells a pen, is it a business? Okay, I will take an example like this. You are having an bike. You are selling that bike. Your own bike, you are selling it. Is that a business or not? Is that a business or not? Is that a business or not? Tell me, guys. You are having a bike, you are selling it. Is it a business or not? Your bike, which you used. Remember, guys, it is not a business. It is just a transaction. It is just a transaction. A business is where you have continuous transactions taking place. Highlight this, underline this, put whatever you want. Most important point, continuous, right? Regularly transactions are taking place. Now, let's say, Lamai, you are selling a good one time. Your father has a car. He's selling that car so that he can buy another car, right? Second point I covered, it's the same thing as transactions we spoke earlier, right? So, let's say your father has a car. He's selling his existing car so that he can buy another car. Is your father running a car business now? Is your father running a business? Is your father running a business now? Definitely not. If he's conducting one transaction, it's not a business. If he's conducting one transaction, it is not a business. But let's say his job is buying and selling cars. He's buying a car today, selling it tomorrow. Buying a car today, selling it tomorrow. Buying a car today, selling it tomorrow. Continuous, regular transactions are taking place. Then it's a business, right? So remember, if the transaction of a business of goods and services are done continuously for a long period of time, it is known as a business. Your father is buying a car, is selling a car today so that he can buy a car for his personal use tomorrow. That is not a business. But if he is in a trade of buying and selling businesses, buying and selling cars, that business, that is a business. Example, if a person sells his vehicle, which was used by him, is not a business. But if he sells vehicles on a continuous basis, he's having a car sale, then it's a business, right? Clear the lamai? Clear the lamai? Clear or not lamai? But is a continuous transaction. Anyone who wants me to explain it again? Right. Your parents cooking food for you. And let's say you're giving it to your friend. That is an exchange. That is not a business. But your parents are cooking food for you and you're selling it at school continuously. That is a business. Anyone who did not understand this? Anyone who did not understand this? Anyone who did not understand this? Guys, respond. Anyone who did not, please respond, guys. If you all respond, I will explain again. Right? Only not 3 people. There are others also in this class. So please respond. Right? Let me tell you once more. Listen to me very carefully. If you are selling something only one time, it is not a business. It's just a transaction, right? But if you are doing a transaction regularly, your job is selling cars. That is a business. If you're selling your own car one time, that is not a business. Hari eka mataka tiyaga, right? So Kenoli, Mariam, Miriana, Puria, Rifna, Riha, Rukeya, Rushta, Safana, Shaza, Umar, clear or not? Clear or not? Okay. Let's say Shaza is selling a cake. If she is continuously selling cake, that's a business. But she is making cake once because a friend requested and she's giving it to her. That is not a business. If she's continuously making and selling cake, that is a business, right? So that is there. Next one, every business is motivated by profit. What do you mean by that is, okay, what do you mean by that is, okay, the basic goal, sorry, okay, the basic goal, Lamai, the basic goal of a business, okay, is to earn money, is to earn money. Now, if your fathers are running a business, anyone's parents are running a business, or you're running a business, tell me. I have my own business. I have my own institute for Edexcel and Cambridge, right? I have my own that. So that I have started that to earn money, right? Not to give for free, right? To earn money. Any one of your parents are running a business. Here, tell me what is the business. If your parents are running a business, tell me what is the business. What is the business? Importing chocolates. Wow, Shaza, importing chocolates. So you can get me some chocolates, right? Now your father is running that business, Lama. Your parents are running that business to earn money, right? Earn money and acquire wealth, right? And acquire wealth. Now, I assume that your parents are not running this business to give items for free, right? They are not running this business to I give these items for free. They want to earn money and acquire wealth. That is the main motive of a business, motivated by profit. And remember, profits are essential. Profits are essential. Profits are essential for the expansion, the business expansion. For the business expansion and survival. If you want to expand your business, you need money. We will learn about that later. Just remember this point. And if you need money, you need to have profits in the business. And if your business needs to survive and run, your father's business is surviving and running because your father's business is making a profit, right? So profits are essential for this expansion and survival. We will learn about that later, but have this point here, right? Motivated by profit. Is that clear, Lamai? Is that clear, Lamai? Lamai, tell me, guys. Clear than other? Clear or not? Lamai. Perfect. Last one is risk. Now, let's say, guys, I am walking in the road, right? Now, I will teach you all risk. Another 5 minutes, I'll done with risk. We'll go for the quiz then. Quiz is another 10 minutes. 9:20, I will be done with the class. You all okay, right? 9:20, I'm finishing the class. Poddak dikkuna. Don't worry, you all okay, right? Because I'm not satisfied if I finish the class now. I need to finish the content expected. No problem, right? Anyone hungry? No problem, right, guys? You all okay, right? 9:20. I mean, second class itself, this bug is dragging. No problem. Energetic. Be energetic. Right? If you all can watch a TV series or a movie for about 3 hours, you all can be in the class for another 2 hours and half an hour, right? Hungry only, but okay, Salma. Okay, that's okay. So, I'm also hungry. Right? Now, risk. Let's say I am walking in the road. It's raining today and it's heavily thundering, no? If a thunder comes and knocks on me, can I stop the thunder? Can I stop the thunder? Am I, let's say, who is that thunder? Am I Iron Man, Superman, or Spider-Man to stop that thunder? No, right? Now, let's say I am walking in the road. A bus comes and knocks me. Am I Superman? Can you remember Superman? There's a movie, he stops the train. Like that, am I Superman to stop the bus? Am I Superman? Am I Superman? Definitely no. Can I stop that from happening if it's meant to happen to me? Now, last month, I went on this boat adventure and I messed up my leg big time, right? I dislocated my knee and I had a tissue tear and all of this. Now, was I able to stop that accident? I can stop it by not going, but I went no. So was I able to stop it? That risk was meant to happen. You are not predicting it, right? You are not predicting it. In your life also, you all have risk like that, right, Lamai? You all have risk. There are certain things we can't predict. We won't know when it will happen. And it will happen to us. Right? ඒ වගේම තමයි ළමයි. Businesses also have risk. Right? So businesses have lot of uncertainty happening. Right? Basically, risk means the uncertainty of something happening. Every business, there's an uncertainty of something happening. See, due to the unpredictability of making profits and the potential of suffering a loss, businesses are subject to making a risk. Now, if I consider my BS classes as a business, I very well know that I am making a loss for the first year. I very well know I am going to make a loss for the first year because I have invested a massive amount, guys. Okay, so even these tunes, guys, everything I am bearing the cost. Right, first month I have bared a huge cost, my marketing huge cost, right? And for whatever all my other earnings and all, I'm putting into this, right? My earnings, savings and all. Now I can't predict Next month, will I make a loss or will I make a profit? Can I predict? Am I God to predict like that? Tell me, guys. Can I or can't? Can or can't? That next month I'm going to make a profit. Can I or can't? Definitely I can't. I can't predict it. Can I predict that I'm going to live next month or not? Can I predict? Can I predict? Definitely I can't. If my time has come, I will die. Right? So, ඒ වගේම තමයි ළමයි. A businesses also can't predict whether are they going to make a profit or not. And risk is one of the main character. Okay. This is the character. Okay. This is one of the main character present in all businesses, right? It is a main character present in all businesses, right? So remember the main risk, okay? The unpredictability of making profits and the potential for suffering losses. Businesses are subjected to risk, right? You have the predictability. You can't say whether you will make a profit or loss, right? So let's see the following factors that impact earnings. These are the following factors which are going to impact earnings. Let's write one by one, right? Change in consumer taste and demand. Change in consumer taste and demand. Now, for an example, some of y'all would like my teaching. Some of y'all would not like my teaching. Y'all would like another teacher's teaching, right? Now, that can be, right? Y'all have subjective opinions, right? If everyone likes my teaching, they will come to my class, right? But some of y'all like my teaching, some of y'all like another person's teaching, right? So, a change in consumer's taste and demand can affect my business, right? You all might like my class the first month, second month, you all may not like it. Another lecturer's students may like his class for the first month, may like the second month, my class, right? So that is also a risk. That can impact your earnings. Change in consumer task and demand can increase your earnings, decrease your earnings. Second one, change in production technology and machinery. Now, guys, for an example, now I work for Achievers, right? I'm a teacher, lecturer at Achievers. So Achievers was one of the first institutes in Sri Lanka to implement online learning, So now, guys, because they bought in all the Zoom camera technology and all Lamai, what happened was they were able to attract students all around Sri Lanka. They were able to attract students all around Sri Lanka. Was that a benefit? Yes, that was a very big benefit for them. That created a positive impact towards their earnings. Third one, increase in market competition. Market competition. If the competition is increasing, your earnings are going to decrease. That is a risk. That is a risk, Lamai. Next one, okay, the inavailability. The inavailability of raw materials. Now, Lamai, petrol sheds. Do you think the petrol sheds will be able to run for the next 100 years? Do you all think the petrol sheds will be able to run for the next 100 years? Yes or no? Yes or no? Definitely, it's a no. Why? Petrol in the world is limited. It's assumed that petrol is going to end by 2050. After 2050, is there a point of having a petrol shed? No, right? Petrol sheds won't have the raw materials. They will have to close down their business. That's the biggest risk for petrol sheds, right? Inavailability of raw materials. Next one is wrong decisions made by the management. For an example, Lamai, management can make wrong decisions that can lead to the failure of the business. For an example, Nokia's management made a wrong decision. They did not want to be updated with the technology. They did not want to adapt Android technology. The wrong decision made by the business. Closer. Yahoo's management decided not to sell. Right? Uncertainty of something happened. Sorry, yeah. the main character present in a business. Main character present in the business. So Yahoo in 2005 or something, they were asked by Google, come, let's buy. Google asked Yahoo, I want to buy you. Yahoo did not, let's say, agree to buy for a big amount. But after that, what happened was Yahoo was sold to Google for a very small amount. A wrong decision made by the management. What happened to BlackBerry? What happened to BlackBerry? BlackBerry went down. Why? Wrong decision. Early, you all know, right? Nokia was extremely famous, but went out the market. Right? Wrong decisions made by the management. Right? Ekatina etana. Then you can say is employee problems and strikes. Employee problems and strikes. Employees' problems, strikes can be a risk to the business. Employees can stop working tomorrow. Big risk, right? That's there. Then you can say fire can be a risk to the business, right? Then you can say theft, flooding, right? Accidents and natural disasters. All of these are risks to the business, right? So write this down, Lamai, and we will go to the last point. Write this down, Lamai, right? So are you all excited for the quiz tower? 2-3 minutes, we are going to go to the quiz, right? Another 2 to 3 minutes, right? So get ready. I have a nice quiz for you and I have a nice prize for you, right? Done copying? Are you all done? Anyone writing yet? Anyone writing? Anyone writing? Okay. Now, guys, creating wants, right? For an example, we never wanted a smartphone. We never wanted a device where there's a camera, there's a touch screen, then there is FaceTime and everything. But was that created, Lamai? Was that created? Was that created, Lamai? Was that created? Fire, theft, 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 right? Was it created, Lamai? We never wanted a smartphone. We never wanted an iPhone. It was created. Did our great-grandparents, I don't know whether you all have seen, I have never seen. Did they ever want something called a kottu? Did they ever want something called a kottu? Or was that created? Can you remember Iraja's song? Mada kottu tone, mada laimu tone, cheese tika kudin dala, ada taka taka da, gala gena mali then. I can't remember the kottu song, but I can remember Gemak Dila very well. Right? Gemak Dila. Have you heard for Iraja's kottu song? Right? Gemak Dila is like my vibe. So ගේමක් දීලා ගිය අවුරුද්දේ වැලිකඩ ඉඳලා එලියට ආවේ මේ අවුරුද්දේ චන්දෙන් දිනලා කම් කරලා ජීවත් වන්නේ. So I know that whole song, right? Whole song from school time. අර ඒ කාලේ රැප් කරනවා ඉස්කෝලේ මේ සින්දු ටික. හරි? So now guys ඒ වගේම තමයි Netflix. Did we ever want Netflix? No, that was created, right? So businesses create wants in the society. People don't want it. We never wanted something called this thing. Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime, but that was created by businesses, right? Businesses create wants in the society. Therefore, some businesses make products which are not essential. They make the product, right? What actually happens is, right, first of all, the business creates the problem, then gives the solution, right? They will create a problem, then they will give you the solution, right? That's what you mean by businesses are creating the wants. Their business is never giving a solution nowadays. If you want to be a successful business nowadays, Lamai, first create that problem, then give them that solution, right? See, this is done to branding, marketing, advertising, and innovation. Example, people did not want a smartwatch, but businesses created wants by linking it to health tracking, convenience, style, and etc. So guys, that is what you mean by creating wants. Is it clear? Is it clear, Lamai? Is it clear? All of y'all, all of y'all. අපිට ඕනේ නෑ ඒක ළමයි. හැබැයි businesses are making us want it. That's what you mean by creating wants. So let me summarize again what we spoke today, guys. So we first of all started with what is a business, right? What is a business? An economic activity which fulfills human needs and wants using a product, right? So basically, what is an economic activity where the business uses limited resources to produce a good and then distribute it and sell it, right? Then we spoke about concepts regarding businesses' needs, wants, right? How one needs and wants differentiating, essential for living, not essential for living, limited, not limited, common, differs, cannot create, can be created. Then we spoke about product, which is anything which fulfills human needs and wants. The main characters is a good and a service. Market, a place where a mechanism or situation where the buyer, seller interacts and connects. We spoke about two types of markets, marketplace, market space, right? Then marketplace is where they collect physically, market space is where they collect electronically. Demand, then if you go to the market, you have demand, the ability and willingness to purchase a product at a given time. Exchange and transaction. Exchange means transferring two things. And when you're transferring two things and you're getting a monetary value, you call it an transaction, right? Factors for effective exchange activities, two peoples, two valuables, communication, agreement, freedom to accept and reject, right? Value is the estimation, what you get. Then character, customer satisfaction is the expectation of the consumer, right? These are the basically concepts of a business. Then we spoke about the characteristics, the common features of a business. Exchange and selling takes place. There is exchange of two items or sale of two items, right? A transaction is there where you're giving something and taking, you're basically giving money and getting something, right? Continuous transactions takes place where this transaction happens not only once, but many times, right? Your father selling his car, which he uses, is not a business. But if your father is keeping on buying and selling cars, that is a business. Motivated by profits, they want to earn money and acquire wealth. Having a risk, uncertainty. Every business has uncertainty. They don't know what will happen tomorrow, right? So these are the factors, and they create wants where they create the problem and then give the solution as a product, right? They will first of all create that problem and give the solution as a product, right? So these are the factors which I spoke today. Please take 1 minute and skim through everything what we did today and let me know, Lamai, is everything crystal clear today? Is everything crystal clear today? Is everything crystal clear today? Okay. Now, Lamai, let me give you the quiz, right? Let me give you the quiz. Open Kahoot, right? Okay, please open Kahoot. Okay, so first page, I will show you the first page. Right, quickly, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Anyone who wants missed any notes and wants to take a screenshot, so y'all can open Kahoot. So go to kahoot.com, right? Kahoot. So search Kahoot in your this thing, KH KAHOOT. Search this, right? Search this, right? Anyone wants any this thing? Right? Okay. Any other pages you all want to see? Okay. Not link. I will give you a code. So I have sent you the code using the group chat also. Right? The code is 9988282. 9988282. Right? Please join that. 9988282. Right? So I have to see only one has joined. Others, please join in quickly. Please join in quickly. I will share my screen. Right, I will share my screen. So others, please join. So I have to see everyone. Has everyone joined? Anyone still joining? Code is here. Do you all see the code in the screen? 998 998 8282. Okay, I will read your names. Let me know whether are you all here. Akil, are you here? Akil, are you here? Ashwa, are you here? Then Kenoli, are you here? Mariam, are you here? The other Mariam, are you here? Miriana, are you here? Puria, Rifna, Riha, Rukeya Hamid, Rushta, Salma, Ifam, Salma, Ismail, Samha, Shafana, Shaza, Umair, are you all here? They are no data to join. What a legend, right? Okay, anyone who is still joining? Anyone who is still joining? See how many? 1, 2, 3. Anyone still joining? It's not coming. 1, 2, 3. Guys, join. Shafana, I will send you the link. I will send the Kahoot link in the group also. So y'all can join. Right, y'all can join. Right, I will put it in the WhatsApp group also. Right. I will put it in the WhatsApp group also. Right. Sorry, wait. Right. So y'all can join. So I don't know whether y'all can see my screen. Okay. Shall we start? Anyone who is still joining? Because I see there are so many people and few have not joined. Shafana, did you get in? Anyone who is still joining? Press the link. Press the link. Okay, perfect. Let's start. Right? Shall we start? Anyone else coming? Anyone else here? Okay, let's start. 3, 2, 1. Right? Three, two, one. Quiz. Human needs and wants could be identified separately. What is the group only which includes human needs? So the more faster you all answer, the more points you're going to get. Right? You all have only 20 seconds. Quickly. Quickly, all of y'all. Come on, guys. Wait. Wait, just give me 1 second. Wait. Wait, give me 1 second. 1 second, guys. I ended the session. Stop. Just give me 1 second. Shit. Small thing I need to. Guys, 1 second. Team. 1 second, guys. Small mistake. Just be in the session like that itself. Right? Let's start. I will send you a link again. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Small mistake happened. Okay, I will give you a pin and I will give you another pin and this thing. Join that session, right? So this is the pin. I have sent the link in the chat, right? So y'all can get that also. Join that. It'll be in the group, right? Join that. Then the link is 1217589. 121 121 7589. Right? Quickly join, guys. Quickly join. Quickly join. Quickly. Quickly. Others also. Okay. Two more. Two more, Lamai. Two more. Two more. Who else has to join? Quickly. Taggal Lamai. One more. Anyone else to join? Anyone else? Umar, are you here? Umar? Umar, join quickly. I'm waiting for you. Join the, okay, all I in. Shall I start? Anyone who is about to join? Quickly just put a message in the chat box if you're still joining. Okay, let's start. 3, 2, 1. Anyone? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Right? So even if you all have not joined, you all can use the link and join still. 3, 2, 1. Let's start. Human needs and wants could be identified separately. What is the group only which includes human needs? You all have 45 seconds to answer. All of y'all have to answer. I've given you all enough of time also. The more faster you all answer, the more points you all are going to get. 20, 19, 18, 17, 6, 15. Few more. 3 more has to answer. 1 more. Okay. So all of y'all got it. 11 of y'all got it correct, while 6 of y'all got it wrong. Right? See, food, shelter, clothing, motor vehicle. Motor vehicle is never a need. Motor vehicle is a want. Transportation is the need. The want is the motor vehicle. It can be a vehicle, bike, jet, plane, anything. Education, clothing, water, rice. Rice is not a need. It is a want. Food is the need. Transportation, solar power. Solar power is not the want. It's not the need. It is the want. The want, need is utility. Right? Clear? Any questions here, guys? Any questions in this question? You did not get the question. Can't see the question. Why can't you all see? You all can see it. You all have answered it. You all see it, right? Let's go to the next question. Let me know whether you all can see or no. Right? So Salma is at the toppest. Salma is at the toppest. Good, Salma. 900 points. Akil is at the second. Okay, then see the question from the screen and answer. See the question from the screen and answer. Right? See the question from the screen and answer. I have screen shared. That's how you do it. You see the question from the screen and answer from the phone. Right? Next. Question number 2. The willingness and ability of a person to purchase a good. Guys, if you all don't know the answer, please. Quickly. Perfect. Everyone got it correct except others. Where the hell are you all? Okay, 14. It's going to be demand. Right? Okay, Akil is at the toppest. Mariam, Salma, Shaza. Right? Next. So see my screen, see the Zoom screen. What is the correct statement relating to human needs and wants? think 2 or 3. Okay. A business can create wants but cannot create needs. A person has unlimited wants remain limited needs. Sorry, unlimited needs remain limited needs and unlimited wants. While wants are varying, needs are common. Right? Next question. Right? So Mariam is at the topest. Wow. Akil is at the second. Right? Next one. True or false? Guys, all okay, right? All okay, right? Please answer. I think majority of y'all will get this wrong. Majority of y'all will get this wrong. I have a feeling. If you all listen to me very clearly during the session, you all would have got it very well. Okay. 10 people got it wrong. I told you all 10 people will get it wrong. Right? So what happened is actually, guys, you see, read it properly. Products can be known as anything which fulfills needs and wants. Correct. Products are only limited to goods and services. Wrong. Why? I told you all products are not only limited to goods and services, but now we are categorizing it only as a good or a service. In further, we will categorize it future, right? So I told you, me, I'm a product. My time is a product. My knowledge is a product, right? My effort is a product. Everything is a product. Did you all understand, Lamai? Why do you all get it wrong? The 10 people who got it wrong, did you all understand? Why did you get it wrong? Use the chat box and tell me. Do you all understand? I Varudune. We'll go to the next question. Okay, next question. Come, let's go to the next question. We'll see the leaderboard, how it changed. Okay, Shaza comes to the top. Wow, the leaderboard changed at once. Okay, don't be in a rush. You have 45 seconds. See, the leaderboard changed. I don't know, Shaza, Rujda, Puria came up at once, right? See, yeah, what happens when you get one question wrong? Do you all love this way? Do you all love this way? Do you all love this way of doing questions? Lamai. What do you all think about this way of doing questions? We'll talk about it later. Now, next question, get ready. Go back to the screen, see the question, right? Question number 5, 3 more to go. Double points. This has double points. Get this correct, 2 points. Double the points. It's a very bit of a... I made it very confusing and I made it very hard. Okay. Okay, you all have got it correct. Wow. I mean, 4 people have got it wrong, but you all have got it correct. Great. Which term describes exchange of multiple valuables? You are exchanging multiple, transferring multiple valuables between parties involving and monetary value. When you're exchanging involving a monetary value, it turns out to be a transaction. We learned, right? What happened? Okay, Shaza is still leading, right? Shaza, wow, great. Right. Next question. Not a characteristic of a business. Very easy question. Quickly. Quickly. Few more. Don't get this wrong. Don't get this wrong. Don't get this wrong. Very easy. I explained it to you all about 15 minutes ago. I think a few is not answering quickly. Okay, majority has got it wrong. Sorry, majority has got it right. 4 got it wrong. Characteristic, not a character. I highlighted, bold. Distribution of goods and services was never a character. We never spoke about a character like that. Right? Next one. Okay, Rushta is in form. Shaza is still leading. Last question, right? Last question, please. A business is considered as an economic activity as it uses unlimited resources to fulfill limited wants. Very simple. Very simple question. We'll see whether you all get it right or wrong. Come on, guys. Few more. Perfect. 7 of y'all got it wrong. A business is considered as an economic activity because it uses not unlimited, limited, limited. Children, Lamai, it's limited resources to fulfill unlimited wants using a product. Okay, so that's it. We'll see the leaderboard, right? Okay, the podium. At third place, we have Miriana. At second place, we have Rushda. And at first place, we have who? Shaza, right? Wow, great. Nice. Right? Miriana, Shaza, Mariam, right? Right? Miriana, Shaza, Mariam. Just give me 1 second. Let's save this. Right? Okay, why is this going again? Miriana. Okay. Rushta. What happened again? Wait, what happened? I mean, was this the earlier leaderboard? Just give me 1 second. Wait. I took a screenshot earlier. Okay, it's correct. So we have Shaza first place, Rushta second place, and third place, Miriana, right? So it's a nice session, guys. So, I mean, wait, just want to take a photo of the beautiful y'all, right? So let me stop screen sharing, right? Coming again. Did you all enjoy? Did you all enjoy this quiz? So Miriana, sorry, not Miriana, Shaza, I will give you a reload. Please drop me a WhatsApp message after that, right? Did you all enjoy? Did you all love the way we did questions? Did you all love? Enjoyed a lot. It was a bit competitive also. I mean, I want to make it a bit competitive and give you all a small reward, right? So I will give you a reload of 200 bucks. Yeah, you can have it, right? So Shaza, drop me a message in WhatsApp, right? Others, how was the session today, guys? How was the session? We have gone 45 minutes extra. I'm sorry, guys, extremely sorry. Took a really long, but I was really invested and gave my whole time towards the session. Did you all enjoy it? Did you all enjoy it? Did you all enjoy it? Did you all understand everything up to now? Did you all understand everything up to now? Did you all understand? Any improvements you all want from my side, guys? If you all want any improvements, let me know. If you all want any improvements, let me know. Any improvements, you can criticize. I'm open for criticism. Any improvements you all want? Okay. So I will see you all on Tuesday, guys. Thank you for coming. God bless you all. Please make sure to revise what we did today and come. A very good night to all of y'all. Very nice, interesting. How can I get the tute? I will send you all, Kenoli, please, I will send my number in the WhatsApp group. Wait, I'll send my number here, right? Please drop me a WhatsApp message. I've sent it, 077-558-2079. You will get the tute, right? I will send you a link. Please fill it. You will get the tute. ACCA or CIMA, CA, what is better? I would recommend you to go with ACCA, right? ACCA is updated and there's a higher demand today with ACCA compared to CIMA, right? Any other questions, Lamai, before I end? Any other questions before I end? So should I message your personal or other number? Anything, message anything. Personal number is better, easier, right? Any other questions, right? Any other questions, Lamai? Any other questions? Any other questions? So others, don't worry. I mean, It's a game. Next week also we will have it. Miriana, Rushda, and others. Don't worry, you all can win next week. So put in a much effort. I want to see others also come up to the leaderboard. So congratulations, all of y'all. No hard feelings. But next week, let's win. Right? Every week I will have a session like this, hopefully. Okay. I mean, every week I will be able to give you all reloads or not. I don't know, but we'll have a session. Right. So any other questions, Lamai? Any other questions? If everything is okay, can I have an all okay before I end it? All okay. All okay. All okay. Okay. So thank you for coming. God bless you all. Have a great day. See you all. Yalla Habibi. Right? Bye. Good night.